In a world where ordinary men can excel doing ordinary things, this man has single-handedly lowered the bar. From the scrambled mind that brought you Mad Madness and Beagle Rare comes this underwhelming Friday night special event. Matt Porter is the Blendigeddon 2 World Champion and the 2020 World's Top Whiskey Taster. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your glass and shake your ass for ADHD Whiskey Live.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday evening. Happy freaking Friday. Am I late 5 minutes? Actually, no. Less than that, because I started it earlier. I started the stream earlier than that. I was here the whole time. We had to go through a whole intro video, which was at least 30 seconds long. So I'll give myself 3.5 minutes late. Something like that. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, man. Pumped for me to be here. I'm pumped for you to be here. Pumped that we're here together. If it were just you or just me, wouldn't be as excited. If there was only one half of this. But, together we make this work. And I love you for it. And you love me for it? You do? Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet of you. Friggin' Bob Barker, 69, is here. Just told my wife that after a long week at work, I'm in desperate need of a good SJ. I know what that's like. Asking for the SJ. She asked, what the heck is that? I told her I would show her after 8. Thanks, Matt. No problem, Bob Barker. Hopefully... I think Bob Barker was the first SJ, if you think about it. It's just like the old... That's how my kids treat the toilet paper dispenser. Like they're going for $1 on the Price is Right big wheel. Just bring it up. Spin it again. Bring it. My mom is here. What's up, Mom? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Please hit the thumbs up on the way in. Do it or else. Hit the thumbs up or else. Friggin' Jason Kobe is here. The Kobe Meister himself. How's it going, Jason? I got your sample. And I was supposed to call you the other day. And I'll explain. I took a little nap. I'll explain more later. But got a sample that's going to play a pivotal role in tonight's live stream. Thanks to the Kobe himself. The musical genius of Jason Kobe. You have a feeling, Matt, that I was not. I mean, it was a few minutes, but oh, come on, everyone. I wasn't that late. Another epic ADHD whiskey live stream. I don't know if it'll be epic, but it's gonna be close. It'll be close. Chris Miller is here. Fitty and Sweet. Cindy is in the house. Joe, the sample guy. Mad Kappa. Hi, everybody. Just finished a sandwich and ready for burbly. Good times. Cheers. Cheers. Freaking Kappa. Christian Mojica's here. Mojica. Damn it. Look at this figure. Oh, is that a steelhead in your picture? Is that a steelhead? A big steelhead? Can't really see. No, let me make my screen bigger. Oh, no, I can't. How do I? Oh, no. Look at a steelhead. Maybe. I like it. I freaking like it a lot. D-Ron is here. Random Skills is here. Don't forget to get your pet spayed and neutered. Wow, that is took me a while to say. Oh, my chat jumped on me like an idiot. Not me, the chat. Are you Schlammert's in the house? Nice. Love it. I am usually on time. Right on time. Tonight, we have what we started last week was a little bit of finding some old bottles that have laying around for the last 5 or so years. And then when I did the reveal, spoiler alert, they were all friggin' like, they were great. I loved them. I was like, what the heck happened in the early 2020s that was so fantastic? Bomb Burgers from, was it 2020? 2020 Bomb Burgers was amazing. And then I said, I have way more Bomb Burgers than that. 2021, 2022, and then Kobe sent me the 2023. So we have an assortment of Bomb Burgers. And then I've got some other things that I found that were around the same time period that we're going to pour in another blind tonight just the same way. We're going to continue the journey into pandemic era whiskey. Is my seat high? No. I feel like maybe I'm too close. Is this better? I don't know. I feel funny. Something feels funny. Oh, my computer. Last week I had my computer higher so that, can you take me higher? I had it on a box. Let's try that without unplugging it. Oh shit, my thing's unplugged. No. Don't you come unplugged. Whew. I have a very finicky laptop when it comes to the power supply now. Real finicky. And I don't like the finickiness of it. Let's see. Let's stab some holes in here for friggin'. Airflow. Yeah, noise. And then do not come unplugged. Do not. Oh, it's unplugged again? No. This is going to get old quick. I can do it. Shall I pick it up and then... Oh, lovely. It's lovely. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. Now make sure it's still plugged in. Barely hanging on by a thread. But it is. So a plastic piece. So where let's see, how can I explain? Like this. Oh, here, like this. Here's the power cable, and it plugs in. And then here is I'll do it this way. Here is the female end for it to plug into. And it plugs in there, and then boop, it sticks like that, right? Just like any good connection should be. Just boop like that. And then, wow, we're charging. This piece got kind of messed up when old, so I had to replace it. Got a new one. Again, works great. And then somehow, some way, the plastic piece up here, this piece here that goes up there, this piece somehow friggin' broke off. So now up here where it plugs in, it's empty. There's nothing that when it plugs in, there's nothing. There's no roof. There's no ceiling. So that it plugs in, and then it's like, whoa. It's like this, like whoa. So I gotta make sure it's in there and then tucked so it's tight. Otherwise, whoa, she comes out, right? So I need to figure out some way to replace the ceiling so that it, just friggin' chicken sticks again. Is it not charging again? There's no. Is it not? What does it say? Plugged in. Good. It is plugged in. It knows what's happening. And this is how I get behind in chat. Time for a new laptop. That is not in my budget. Stag 25C. Do I have that one? Is that what this is? It is 25C. I haven't had it in a while. I want to do a video comparing this to the E.H. Taylor barrel proof. So that is upcoming. That is upcoming. But as far as just immediate thoughts off the top of my head, it's a Stag Junior. It's a Stag Junior. Same kind of thing. You know, it's not like they get too wildly crazy outside of their profile. So, and my love for Buffalo Trace products kind of wavers. So it depends on the day, but I thought it was fine. No, I didn't have to start a new live stream, Kobe. I friggin' have to save the day. Your dad already gave you the talk? Oh, about the plugging in? Yeah. Tape around the cord. That won't work. Maybe if I taped on a piece of tape on the ceiling might work. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, to the computer. That would work. Tape it into the outlet. That would work. That would work. After enough years, they do that. Kegels? All right, I'll have to tell the computer to do some Kegels. C925, I haven't had it. I haven't had C925 yet. I'll tell you what, C924, I had a sample of it and I liked it a lot, and then I was looking for a bottle, never got one until recently. Tell you, C924 was a freaking great batch of Elijah Craig barrel proof. And I'm not just going to say that because I'm well on record being completely, totally upset with Heaven Hill over their treatment of Elijah Craig barrel proof. Make Stag Junior great again. Batches haven't been great since they started adding batch numbers. Yeah, I don't know. They're really weird to blind. I know it's like when you taste one, you're like, I like the other one better. But when you blind Stag Juniors, they are surprisingly close. It's not USB-C, no. It's like a big honking friggin'. It's a big thick bugger. It's a big thick bugger. Remus Experimental Series 2 yet? I have not. Which one is that? Remus Experimental Series. That is Remus Experimental Series. Let me look at that. Remus Experimental Series 2. Oh yeah, friggin' Yahoo search engine. Images. Oh, it comes in a would have been way funnier had I just said it without ribbed. Comes in a ribbed bottle for your pleasure. With a 9-year straight bourbon whiskey. Is that what that is? I've never even seen that bottle. The closest thing I've seen to that is Alberta cask strength, because it looks like it comes in the same sort of bottle. That looks like a Stag Junior bottle that's ribbed for your pleasure. Kind of squatty and ribbed. Huh. I'll keep my eye. Is it good? What's everyone else's thoughts on that? Travis. I'm embarrassed I even asked, knowing you it would be only a big, thick, heavy black bugger. What are you talking about, Travis? What does that even mean? All right, so let's start the night with the first pour of the evening. Oh yeah, the power cable. Yeah, I mean I'd unplug it and show you, but my battery will die on the laptop, so we're not going to do that. All right, I have a handful of samples from the 1 Ounce Wednesday box in here. I'm going to grab one out. Should it be this one? Should it be that one? Should it be? There are so many. Okay. Oh, let's do it this way. I got 2 in the pocket, 2 in the hand. I think, is there 1 or 2 in the can? Left pocket, left hand, right pocket, right hand, or can? Someone tell me. The first one I see will, when I open my eyes, that one will be the one I pick. The first thing I see when I open my eyes. Left pocket, left hand, right pocket, right hand, or in the can. gotta wait a second because it takes a second. And first one I see is right pocket. I don't even know who said it. Left foot. I saw right pocket from, there we go. Right pocket. America. That's a noise. Right. This is how we do with blind sample. No spoilers in the chat, please. When I open my hand, you should be able to see what it is. And no spoilers. Blind review to start the stream. If you can't see what it is, we'll find out together later. Into a cup. All right. Let's get this party started. By the way, today's live stream is brought to us by a brand new channel sponsor. And that channel sponsor is paying me nothing but dividends, hopefully. Because today's live stream is brought to us by good old hydrogen and oxygen. A little bit of water never hurt anybody. Matter of fact, it could help a lot of you. And by you, I mean me. I had a little Jason Kobe experience this week that I'll get into. A bit of a Jason Kobe experience that was a bit of a biatch. 2 sample bottles, 1 cup. Not happening, not today. Left foot is the drill foot. What's that from? Left foot is the drill foot. I don't know. All right. That seems like maybe not an ounce. Was that a light sample? I don't know. Who's to say? Give it SJ the old swirl job. This smells trail mixy. Salty, but it's sweet and salty. So I woke up on, what's today? It's Friday? So I woke up on Wednesday morning, and to bring the kids to school, I get up, I get out of bed, and I start walking down the stairs, and I'm like, ooh, a little bit of back pain. Oh, must have slept funny. Oh, also kind of got to poop. Let's take care of that. Then I'm like, oh, there's an issue here. You can't poop. Maybe I should be drinking more water, right? Also, chocolate. This is kind of like a chocolatey traditional trail mix. M&M's, it's like sunflower seeds. Maybe a little raisin. A very, very trail mixy nose. And I like it. So then I'm like, oh, I'm hoping that this issue goes away because it's like my back is hurting, and I'm like, I think it's like sciatica or whatever the heck it is. Like my SI joint gets all goofed up sometimes. I got to do some stretches. I'm like, I think that may be it. And I'm like, no, I think you're a little constipated, brother. And then I'm like, that's a bitch, because it's starting to hurt a little bit more than normal, like a little worse. I'm like, this is kind of uncomfortable. Hopefully this goes away. But then like 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, now there's pain. Not only in the back seat, but riding shotgun. And I'm like, oh, what in the world's oh no. I think because I know where the pain started, and now I'm like, this isn't great. She moved around front. Then shit hit the fan. I brought the kids to school. I friggin' brought them to school because I'm a trooper. And the whole way I'm like, like that, like, oh. Then I'm like, have a great day. You have a great day. I love you. I'll see you this afternoon. You're the best. No, you're the best. No, you're the best. No, you're the best. Bye. Clink. Get home, and I'm like, I didn't think to ibuprofen. I'm like, I think this is a kidney stone for show. For show. I heard about these. Heard about them. My main man Cobe had them last year, and Cobe was like, not great. And I've heard like stories about it not being great. And I'm like, this certainly fits that description of it being not super great. Try to lay on the couch, not gonna happen. Like you can't, there's no comfortableness. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Maybe the ibuprofen will kick in. So I chugged 2 bottles of water and too little too late. And I'm like, oh boy. Luckily, Carissa was home. So I'm like, I don't really, but she had some dental appointment in the afternoon. And I'm like, this is going to totally screw that up for her. At some point, like half hour later, I did not care. I was like, babe, hey, it was hospital time. She's like, what's happening? I'm like, pretty sure I'm having to keep a baby. And it's the size, it's like a 3 millimeter baby. It's not good at all. Real bad. Drink your water. Went to the hospital, actually passed the kidney stone into my bladder while I was sitting in the waiting for the doctor to come in. So they didn't even put an IV in me yet. And I was like friggin'. Portsky was crying in public and not good. So then doctor comes in and she's all, how are you feeling? I'm like, actually I feel a little bit better right now. Turns out that's when she went right through. Got a CT scan on my body. That's probably going to cost me a couple friggin' lifetimes of money. And they're like, oh, you passed it. You just passed it. It's in your bladder now. 100% don't recommend. Kobe went through this thing for weeks. I don't know how Kobe did it for weeks. Jason Kobe's built completely different. And he must have been on some serious pain meds, dude, because that shit was bad. And I love water now. I love water a lot. This is getting more raisiny as I sit here and talk about kidney stones. Michael, dude, been there in the ER waiting, walking the pain though. Dude, so I was in the waiting room and they're like, what do you need to be seen to today? I'm like, pretty sure I got a kidney stone. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, okay, just wait for a minute. And I couldn't sit down. Like I sat down for a minute and then I was like, you can't, there's nothing. You just like, I was having a panic attack, freaking, like I was pacing back and forth. I didn't know what to do. Like, I got to stand up. Something's got to make this feel better. No. It felt like it took them forever to get me back there, but it wasn't that long. Then they're like, please step on the scale. I'm like, no time for a scale. Huge. I'm huge. Just gigantic. It'll tell, when I step on it, it'll say that. Well, that's rough. Came into a gnarly story. Wow, brother. No, I'm good now. But that, yours was a centimeter? A centimeter. That's, okay, I'm pretty sure I know metric enough to know that's 10 millimeters? Is that a 10 millimeter? Did they bash that thing into pieces for you or what? Because they said mine was 3, and that's why it was quick enough to get through. But a centimeter sounds like a mother. Did I name it? No, I didn't name it. You'd have morphine. They gave me Tortal or whatever they did, but I'm pretty sure I didn't even need it. I didn't need anything because I passed it right before they even put the IV in my arm. I think. I can't remember. Pretty sure. They put some of that water crap in your whiskey? They do. They definitely put some of it. All right, sorry for the story. They went in the outhole with a friggin' laser beam. Dude, I heard that they do that sometimes. Should name the stone Cam. Somebody, my bowling buddy last night asked me if I strained it, and I'm like, no. Oh, why didn't I? Didn't even think of it. Yeah, this is getting more and more better smelling by the second. first sip of the evening, and that is Brown-Forman product of some kind. Huh. I was thinking when I tasted it, at my first thought was Barton. And then as it progressed, I was like, oh, maybe that's an Old Forester product. But then the finish of it got very Jack Daniels in a strange way. Not so much, it did the same thing that a Jack Daniels does, but not so much red wine, but more like a white wine, which is strange. And I'm sure nobody else would ever taste white wine if they tried it. That is interesting. Do I like that? Yeah. How much? I don't know. Second sip. Huh. I like that a lot. However, it's throwing me for a loop. It sort of has a Barrel King twist on it. It sort of tastes like has like a little bit of a Barrel King twist. Just funny. I don't know if I have anything Barrel King in the box. But also the second sip didn't have that same finish that I got at the first sip, which reminded me of Brown-Forman. It was more woody. It was more, I said trail mix on the nose. I don't think I have an Ohana sample in there. I don't think I have Ohana in there. Because that kind of throws me for a loop sometimes, thinking it's like a Four Roses product or something. I don't know. I shouldn't think of what it is because there's so much in there. I'll say, I think it is in the 2 ginormic sips that I took, which I should have taken my time, but you know what? We're running out of time. 7.75. It is very, very good. What is it? Angel's Envy Cask Strength 2024. 118.8 proof. I literally say, that Jack Daniels tastes wine finished. I say that. I make it, it's public knowledge at this point. People think Matt's crazy. I think Jack Daniels uses wine barrels to age their shit in. And they just don't tell nobody. I'm like, oh, I get this Jack Daniels-y Brown-Forman Jack Daniels-y thing. Nope, turns out it's just wine finished. 118.8 proof, Angel's Envy Cask Strength 2024 from Bill Kavanaugh. Thank you, Bill Kavanaugh. You beautiful bugger. I miss you. I miss you, Bill, if you watch this. I don't mean banana, Kobe. I mean, listen, it might be banana to you friggin' amateurs out there. You simpletons. See that? How I use that big word so effortlessly? What bottle are you looking most forward to this year? Oh boy. Well, let's say try giving Natural Birth 4 times. Nah, I'm good. I'm definitely good on that. Started fishing yet? Not yet. I need to. I want to, though. What was I just? Lincoln Henderson worked at Jack Daniels. Who's Lincoln Henderson? Is that a stupid question? Bottle I'm most looking forward to this year? Probably a bottle that I will... Well, you know what? I have amazing friends, so I'll probably get to try one. at some point. But I'm really interested to see what that wild turkey, the cheesy go foil wild turkey thing is, what that turns out to be. That seems like it's going to be really cool. But I've learned that in February of the year, it's hard to tell what you're most interested in finding because stuff comes out throughout the year. I'm pumped to try to blend the best bourbon that's ever been blended this year. Pumped to do that. What is everyone else looking forward to this year? Put in chat, what's your most anticipated bottle this year? I want to see what everyone else says. Knob Creek 25, is that a literal thing? My dad had 3 and 1 is still hanging in there. Oh, I didn't know that there was a family history. Luckily, my CT scan was clear. They said there was no other stones up in there. So that's a plus. All right. Should have done this earlier, but that's just the way we roll. While I pour these, I do want to try, because I pulled some things. Do I want to try this though? No, I'll do this one. Change my mind. While I pour these for tonight, I do want to try this. America. This is something that I got. This is a 2021 release, so it's totally on brand for the live stream. A 2021 release of the Yellowstone. Remember, we really liked the 2019 release, was it, that I tried last week? It was a 9-year straight bourbon, but this one I did not like back in the day, and I gave it a pretty bad score, 5.9. I think I might have rescored it at some point, but I did not like it. It was Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey finished in, oh boy, Amarone casks. Amarone. I should have figured out how to say that before I said it. Amarone. So we'll try that while we pour these. This is what we got tonight. We have 4 batches of bomb burgers, the one we tried last week, and then 3 others. This is not in the running, but there's a Nashville Barrel Company pick being dropped on Monday for patrons. If you're a patron, there will be a tasting video this weekend. This will drop on Monday. That's not part of the tasting. But bomb burgers, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, 4 bomb burgers. An Old Carter, batch 6. This is a different distillate than the batch 4 we tried last week. Barrel bourbon, batch 21, which was released in late 2019 or early 2020. And then I don't even know why I'm going to do it, but I'll put Maker's Mark FAE01 in there, just so I know what one of them is for sure. So that's 4, 5, 6, 8, 6, 7, 6, 7, 7. And you'll be happy to know that this week I came prepared with stickies and a glass marker. And the glass marker is right there. Hell yeah. I'm on point. I'm on top of my game. I'm so on top of my game. So let's do. Pants is falling down. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 6, 7. All right. I wanted to know. We left last week saying that the bomb burgers from 2020 was so good. Are the other ones that good too, or was it just a good release? We're going to find out blindly. So, first one will be Bomb Burgers 2021. So put Bomb 21 right there. and we'll pour it. What's up, Keegan? How's it going? Bomberger's 21. And we set it aside. The Yellowstone smells like nothing right now. Gotta coat it. Gotta coat it. Yeah, it's very, very harsh and bitter, like very bright. Oh yeah, it smells like kind of like spinach. Yeah, I know what vegetables smell like. My guinea pig eats them. .9, Matt. Maybe I'm getting less picky as we go. Oh, right now. Oh. Okay, there it is. Wow. The back end of that is like being slapped. And it's not like a happy slap. Oh, but it's by someone you love and you really feel it emotionally. Wow. That gets bitter and yucky and like, at first I thought it was crazy. Then I realized I was onto something. Good, sipping on the Midnight Brambler. Hell yeah. You mix some drum key debut in with it? All right. You little mixer, you. The Brambler's really good. I like that a lot. So that's an all Green River blend. You've enjoyed all the NBC picks. This one's a little bit different than the previous, but hopefully everyone loves it. Single Rick House and the 60. So there's okay. I haven't been on. I need to start looking at Coming Whiskey on Instagram. I've said this a few times, but I've been off of a lot. I haven't been scrolling through social media for the past 3 weeks, taking a little bit of a break from scrolling. So I'm missing some stuff, but I'm missing a lot of stuff that's just garbage that I'm feeling way better than I have been recently. So there's a 16-year Russell's coming out. That's awesome. I love that. The Single Rick House. So they've got a 16-year Russell's, the new Single Rick House. They've got the gold foil. I think turkey this year is going to be amazing. 2021 was not good. Are you talking about the Bombergers or are you talking about the Yellowstone? The Yellowstone's freaking garbage. The bottom I'm looking for is easier to find bottles most of us normal folks previously couldn't find. Super right on. I have not had the barrel proof rye. I saw it in the store. I did not buy it. But I will pick it up next time I see it. Kobe's gonna try to get Jack Daniel's 14 this year. Oh, the Wild Turkey 16-year. Is that what it is? A 16-year gold foil? Is that what? Cheesy foil over new bowling pins? Yeah, I think so. All right, let's do, next up is Bomb 2022. Bomb 22. Ew, I wish I would have poured something different now because that's garbage. I was gonna pour the old Pfeiffer Pavitt from Bardstown, which was like a 2020 release. But I didn't want my palate to be super wine finished. So instead I chose a different wine finished whiskey. Super smart. 2022. Is that even? Close enough. All right. That one's put away. Now we've got Old Carter Batch 6, which is 106.5 proof. OC6. We love the America. Batch 4 I tried last week. So this one is another throwback, but this one is Tennessee distillate. So the last week was Indiana. This week is Tennessee. Let's see how they managed Tennessee whiskey back in the early 2020s. That OC6, all right. Then we have Bomberger's 2020. This is the one that made me want to do these because I tried this last week and was blown away. Part of me wonders if my palate was just loving whiskey last week, or if the things I was trying were actually that good, because I was surprised by the majority of them. Surprised at how yummy they were. And yes, I'll use the word yummy. I don't give a crap. All right, so then we have Bomb 23 from Kobe. I'm not going to be drinking all of these. I'm going to taste them and run through them, and I have to retaste some of them to get a correct order, but I'm not going to get super slammered here. I don't think. It's not the plan anyway. Then, thank you, Kobe, for the sample, by the way. We're getting close. We're getting close. Then we have FAEO1 and Barrel Batch 21 for the final two. America, where the heck did all this go? I must have sent it for Matt Madness or something, because I didn't drink all that. All right. And then last but not least, Barrel Bourbon Batch 21. Barrel Bourbon Batch 21 says on the bottle it's the youngest whiskey in this blend is 10 years old. I don't want to look at anything else. America. I wish I wouldn't have looked at the distill. I wish I wouldn't have looked at the old Carter, so I would have been surprised. That's a lot in there. I don't want to know where this barrel is from. It's still a lot. I really poured that in there. Good. All right. Now we're good. Sorry for taking up all your time. I thought the 16 was the gold foil. Oh, so it's not a Russell 16, it's the gold. Okay, that makes sense. There's a new white bowling pin coming out here. Can't wait. Listen, I'll take all the bowling pins. You're the only 10. Oh, you're so sweet, bourbon drinking. Yeah, hopefully the white bowling pin is better. Almost forgot to hit the like. Don't be a Cindy. Hit the goddamn like, okay? Yeah, hit the like button. Hold on. Speaking of like, I'm going to go get the Julie like Wheel of Confusion. I'll be right back. If we're going to do this, we got to do it right. And we're here. Oh, a little shaky, a little too rough. Okay, all right. Here we go. Get her up there. And nice and level out. There we go. Nice and level. Nice nice and level. Which whiskey's which, we don't want to know. That's why we send it on the merry-go-round. And we're safe. Oh, got a little sketchy for a second. All right. We did it. We did it. Don't forget to drink your water, everybody, so you don't wind up in the emergency room. Water. All right, let's put these in some sort of an order here. That way we know which one is which as we go. All right, we'll call this glass number 1. And we'll keep track of it by making a number with a 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Harry Carey is the man. I miss Harry Carey. Sammy Sosa. Ryan Sandberg. Mark Grace is a tremendous first baseman. Is that a dartboard? Where? Dartboard where? What's a kidney stone aftershock, Toby? Don't say stuff like that. Ever. All right. I was going to do something. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Pull up my notes tab. I'm keeping notes. All right. This is glass 1. By the way, I saw the Bourbon Junkies did a video. Oh, shoot. I promise you I did not see the sticker. I realized that I'm spinning it like this, and then I forgot there's a sticker on it for a second. And then I remembered, but I didn't see it. I'll be more careful from now on. Man, trying to make yourself look like an idiot. What was I saying? I can't remember. All right, SJ for glass 1. Harry Carey was the best. He used to take showers in the center field. He used to take showers in the center field. Is that supposed to say Whitesell Park? What's with Whitesell Park? I don't know if Bob and Tom did a Dirty Harry Carey. Greg Maddox. A Drunken Susan for your blinds. That's smart. Whatever you got. Whatever you got out there. I can do a perfect Will Ferrell, Harry Carey impersonation. I'd love to hear it. I would love to hear it. Glass 1 smells very burnt brown sugar, caramel, traditional bourbon notes, but maybe a little cinnamon. I can't say cinnamon without thinking of the Many Men song. I can't do it. Blood in my dog and I can't see. I'll stop. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. It smells good. There's a little bit of pie crust, a little bit of I'm thinking cherry, like, you know, that it's like gelatiny cherry pie. I don't really love that. It's kind of giving me like a gelatiny cherry topping, almost like a fake cherry topping. Yeah, like a fake cherry pie. Oh, that's actually turning a little raspberry. The nose is interesting. It's noise. It's making me think things that I didn't think I'd think when I first smelled it. It's like further thinking as we go further. Glass 1 is good. Glass 1 has a bit of like an orange oil to it. Oh, I wonder if that's the Old Carter. Possibly. It is Woody 1. What do you call a progressing cherry pie on nose? Creamy orange icing on palate. Slightly bright dew-like. All right. That one didn't blow my ever-loving mind apart, but it was good. Class 2. Harry Caray's with the White Sox before the Cubs. Was he really? I did not know that. I just watched the Cubs on WGN, after school. It was either the Cubs on WGN or the Braves on TBS, depending on, who was playing. I didn't know that he was a White Sox announcer. The top of the Julie Like Wheel of Confusion? I can do that. Cubs let Maddox walk. He wanted $4.5 million. They offered $3.5 million. The Braves won a bunch of division championships with him. Yeah, I mean, with him and Smoltz, tremendous. They had a hell of a team. And I think I only know that because it was either watching the Cubs or the Braves when I was a kid. Let me think, how many Braves can I name? Well, there was Maddox and Smoltz, obviously. Then there was Fred McGriff, David Justice. Oh boy, I'm really painting myself into a corner here. I'll think up more for sure. Oh boy, their catcher. Wow, why did I think I was going to be able to name a whole bunch? Don't tell me more. I'll think of more. I'll think of more as we go. It's a good brain experiment. Friggin' Micah Deuce. Awesome. Thank you for the super chat. Just had a really subpar cheeseburger. That sucks. Sending you money in hopes that this small act kind of helps me feel better about the situation. Where the heck did you get a subpar cheeseburger from? So that nobody else has to feel your pain. Oh, Tom Glavine. Holy shit, Tom Glavine. I got all the Cubs and Bulls games on WGN growing up in Florida, right? Yeah, that was the nice part too, is watching the Bulls. Swogstar, you didn't deserve that, Micah Deuce. That's right, Swogstar. Thank you for paying me to tell him that. He did not deserve that. Chipper and Andrew Jones. I don't think Andrew Jones came along until later, but Chipper Jones, I would have. Ron Gant. Was Ron Gant a Brave? Why do I picture him in a Cubs uniform? He was 11 years with the White Sox, Harry Caray was. Holy crap. I grew up listening to... So Junior, obviously. That's my guy right there. That's my guy. I love Junior. Still love Junior to this day. Watched him, his golfing thing, Caddy and the Kid on YouTube. It's good. Good to watch that. Ron Gant was a Brave. Glass 2. Oh, Glass 2 smells even brighter than Glass 1. Glass 2 smells almost minerally. See, I wish I wouldn't have known that Old Carter was Tennessee, because once you know something about the blind that you think will stand out, you start looking for it and you don't want to. And I don't want. That's what made last week so fun. It was like it was all a big surprise. But now I'm like, is this that? Is this that? Which is dumb. I shouldn't have. I should have actually put that back once I saw it was Tennessee. But let's pretend like I don't know. And let's pretend like I'm just saying if I like it or not. I do like this. It is a bit more, I don't want to use the word minerally now, but it is a bit brighter and sharper. It is like a, kind of like you were sharpening a knife on one of those sharpening stones that was covered in whiskey. Yeah. A whiskey covered knife sharpener stone thingy. Which is probably consists of minerals. As far as fruits go, maybe a little bit of a, like a pruny kind of thing, like a beet. Like a beet, or I think a beet is a root vegetable. Oh, it's the second vegetable note I've given tonight. Look who's all of a sudden on the health train. Down track we come. Rhubarb, rutabaga, Braden. Other R words, not at our word. I'm talking about vegetables. There's a little bit of a beet note there. Let's make the beet drop down the hatch. Two reminds me a bit of one. The finish on two is less to be desired. The finish on two gets a bit bitter, but it is like a woody cocoa powder, bittery, but okay. All right, this is not, actually, you know what? I was wrong. Last week, the first one we tried, I did not like very much. And then it was all uphill from there, or downhill, uphill. We started to love everything. This one, the first two, I'm kind of like, a little bit of a, right? A little bit of a, what's going on? I don't know if this is going to go great. So, through two, I would say that this is going a little bit worse than last week, but can't be much worse because I didn't like the first one last week. Moving on to number 3. Little SJ, never hurt anybody. Red. SJs for days. Coat that baby up. Has anyone talked to Cam lately? Still haven't received. I mean, I know what it's like now. Not getting texts back. It hurts. It hurts a little bit. I have to text him again. Maybe I should call him right now. Great, Cam. So bad. Dale Murphy. Wow. My little dyslexic thing happened there. An 11-year, 7-month OBSO 4 Roses store pick today. It's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I think that's an old 4 Roses pick, is it not? Aren't those normally not 11-year, 7 months, but more like 9 to 10 years? That's an old 4 Roses pick, I think. I'm not a huge 4 Roses like expert, so I'm sure that somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but that seems like an old pick. Is that a group pick or a store pick? Friggin' Keegan! Oh, here's the fun to help your next BK sticker. Holy cow! Blend. I was sitting around the other day and I do have a sticker that's somewhat already. I haven't even made the blend yet, but I'll show you guys. I'll show you what I've been messing with. It's a play off of an old. I had a new riff pick called shit. It wasn't called shit. It was called wow. Brain power, not great right now. But anyway, the stickers are kind of a play off that, but not the same exact. Where did it go? Come on. Come on. But a holy cow blend would be great. I love that idea. But also playing off the St. Louis theme, I would love a Mark McGwire, like it's me, but like in like a St. Louis Cardinals jersey, just friggin' jacked, and it's just called Juiced. Yeah, maybe I should do a finished blend called Juiced. Recent should be here. Did I make it that long ago that's not like there? What in the world is even happening? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's like a St. Louis style, like right here. Boom. I'm working on stickers before I'm working on blends. But I just can't wait to get to Barrel King to blend again. I'm just pumped about it. I'm pumped about it. Thank you, Keegan, for the brilliant super chat. You, Jeff Blauser. I remember Jeff Blauser. Shortstop. Ben Gordon, Kirk Heinrich, Bulls area was fun to watch. It was. For show. Gravity Tractor. I love veggies. I love veggies so much. If I say it so much, it might come true. You should live call him. I don't want to live call him. Cam has a week of shows going on for work. Okay, that makes sense. Don't forget Dion. Shit is a terrible name for a pick. Country Schlammer. That's what it was. Wow. Thank you, Chris Miller. The shit blend, dark and earthy. Okay, 3 is now moving towards a little bit more of a darker territory, a little bit more thickness, a little bit more like sticky icky. Is glass 3. It's almost like a sap from a tree, like a pine, like a pine tar, like a pine sap kind of thing. Yeah, it smells kind of woodsy. Yep. Not super piney, but we're getting kind of in that territory. Huh. Not very molasses-like, but yeah, it's like if you had a tainted honey. You had a pine tainted honey. Three is, kind of reminds me of a road, like asphalt, or like, you know, when you're driving and there's construction and they're like, and there's like the friggin' powder going everywhere. It's like, and you're like, oh man, and you're like, get the windows up or like hit the recirculate in the car before it starts to come inside, but you didn't realize that that was happening over here, and that's what had your attention. You weren't paying attention to where you were going or who was in front of you, but instead the jackhammering happening to your right. But then to your left, to your friggin' left, in the midnight Chicago construction, which they work through the night, crazy buggers. That's all lit up, and it's like, oh. But then over there on that side, under the lights, it's like they're friggin' like it's like over the fresh tar, like they're like making it flat. They're making it flat, like in Roger Rabbit when they ran over that guy with the steamroller thing, and he's all flat, except for it's like a tar kind of taste. Kind of smells like construction, and at the same time, you're like, oh, sucks that I had to smell that. You know what I really don't like the smell of? Diesel exhaust fumes give me a headache instantly. And there are so many diesel trucks here in Western Colorado that I'm like, if you're waiting to pick up your kid in line at the school, just shut off your diesel truck. It's warm enough out. Because you're killing me. Kill me with the fumes. What was I saying again? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I need to retaste it. Because I have to give it a preliminary score. Oh, yeah. Road construction. That might be the first ever road construction tasting note ever given to a whiskey. Road construction, and because I honestly am afraid, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'll do it. I'll toot it. There's this tarriness to it, but then the back end is like it's drying dustiness. So up front, like up over, like at the first thing you get is a sticky tar, and then the back end is like the friggin' jackhammer dust. Oh, I'm good at this. Tar and asphalt dust. Sort of woody on the nose. And the palate didn't like do anything special. It didn't ramp up in any sort of way or make it. It was just kind of like right down the middle, sticky dry. Verse 3, not going great. Luckily, we have some more left. Let's go to number 4. And while we do 4, let's get caught up to chat. I need a rare hook elbow with juiced on it, with STL, and have it be a mind-blowing rye. Oh. All right, Keegan, whatever you say. Keegan gets what Keegan wants. And I think that Keegan deserves it by now. By the way, if you're not a Barrel King Gold member, you should go to barrelking.com and sign up. This month, batch 125 is a stag finished MGP Green River blend. If you didn't watch the video, I know that some people skip the Barrel King videos each month because they're like, oh, it's just Matt talking about Barrel King. But it's a really traditional old school Barrel King blend that it's like old school meets new school. Traditional stag finished Barrel King with a little bit of a Green River twist. Really, really super good. And it'd be a great month for y'all to try out Barrel King. And if you don't want to try out Barrel King, then oh, sweet Cindy, oh my gosh, that, hurts. It hurts hard when you say that. It hurts a lot when you say it. It hurts so bad. I've been using this music since 2019, but you know what? I'll just shut it off. I'll shut it right the hell off. Can't even use my own music anymore. It's not I didn't make the music. But I started using that. Detling? Detling. Not that comes to mind. I may have tried something, but nothing that comes to mind. I don't think I have. Definitely SLB background music vibes. I can't do it. It's because it's the same song. That's why it gives you SLB vibes. That's why it gives you SLB vibes. One second. I can't. It hurts too much. Let's see. What do we got? Is this it? Is this one? This, share screen. Or whatever you want to call it. Fancy. Why isn't it? Fancy. Dandruff. Trim my beard. Trim my hair. What's going on here? What did I do? Rock and friggin' roll. So, got 4 bottles and bombs. Hold on. Share screen. Oh, I see what happened. There. The other whiskeys I have aren't bottled in bond, but they're 100 proof. So, I bent the rules a little bit. Old Forester 100 proof. February 4th, 2020. It's the same song. I've been using this music since January of 2020. But I can't use it anymore because now it's SLB music. And I guess it's fine. It's totally fine. I don't blame those guys. It's a great little friggin' little jazzy tune. It's a little jazzy tune that I feel like works well with my cadence and my quietness. I had to whisper back then, so I wouldn't wake my wife up, who was travel nursing. She was like 10 feet away from me, sleeping on the other side of the wall, so I had to whisper. Then we had the like the music. Six years of it, but can't use it anymore. That's fine. Missed the Gaffigan lives. Sweet Cindy knows how to get on my nerves. She called talking about Gaffigan, talking about how the SLB drinks music. Totally SLB music, no disrespect. That's really hurts. Same song. It's the same song. That's why it reminds you. I'm not saying that SLB stole. Listen, SLB, they've been using the music for a long time too. And some of I went back and looked. I'm like, did I take their music? I see some like old I think that they were doing the cocktail videos that I wouldn't have watched, but they were cocktail videos that maybe they go back nearly as far. but not quite as far, I don't think. But anyway, I mean, they use that music in some of their cocktail videos, I think. But again, like I'm not saying anything. I love those guys, but it's what happens. It's what happens when you're friggin' you just love Blink 182, and then you're like Blink 182 is the shit. Blink 182 is the best, and then the popular kids like we like Blink 182 too, and then everyone's like, oh, Matt, you like Blink 182? You friggin' stole that from the popular kid. And you're like, I didn't. I liked them. I did like them for a while. I liked them for 6 years. It's okay. But Jim Gaffigan, that son of a bitch. Which hurts worse. SLP comments. The kidney stone hurts way worse. Hurts way worse. Didn't mean to get you all flustered about the music. It doesn't. The music doesn't. That comment didn't bother me. That didn't bother me. It didn't bother me a bit. Didn't bother me a bit. But every time I get a comment and then I try to find different music to work with my videos, and it just doesn't work. I've tried. I did do this music for a while, which was like for a bourbon skirmish video. It was. Do I have it on here even? I don't know if I do. I don't think I do anymore. I must have removed it. But it was like hick hop stuff, which worked well with like bourbon skirmishes, but I don't know. Tim Maselli, your bearded hoodie thing tonight is kind of an old time monk thing, don't you think? For sure, Jim. Who cares? Move on. Well, you're totally right. Glass number 4. I was waiting for you to tell me to move on. I was waiting this whole time for Britt and Duran, the 9,459th version of Britt and Duran, to tell me to move on. That's what I was waiting for, and now I'm going to do it. Thank you for joining the live stream, by the way. Appreciate you very much. Glass 4 smells potentially the best out of the bunch. Caramel, maybe a little toffee as well. I'm glad you told me to move on. Now I'm completely moved on. Even in my head, I've moved on. Some say Kurt is the Jim Gaffigan of Whiskey Tube. I know, Kobe. He's the Jim Gaffigan of Whiskey Tube. It's okay. Never seen Kurt and Gaffigan in the same place. That's hoodie is black. Friggin' nailed it. You nailed it hard. That is it. That is true. It is a black hoodie. Where last week we had so many conflicting. I almost wore the car hoodie again, but I didn't. I wanted to though. Glass 4 is definitely the best smelling so far. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of candy notes, which I'm a big fan of. Caramel, toffee. There is a hint of cinnamon here as well. But much more rich and delicious smelling. Let's put it on the hatch. Oh, hello. Glass 4 is the biggest of the bunch so far. Biggest flavor profile. Like it's the biggest whiskey on the palate. It's there are multiple layers to it. It's building on itself. Biggest flavor builds on itself. Lots of toffee on the palate. Sweeter on the nose. Yeah, that builds and kind of changes direction halfway through in a really good way. It's like this toffee thing, then some barrel char, then it kind of twists off into I wouldn't really call it nutty, no. Maybe like a woody finish, like a little bit of a nutty woody finish, but more woody than nutty. That's the best one of the bunch so far, I believe. All right. Now that we've moved on from my issues, number 5. Jason Kobe got spanked. Oh. My mom only calls people brats if she likes them, by the way. Think about try some great whiskeys. Who's Radar O'Reilly? Black is giving me the drums and drams vibes. I was wearing black before Cameron was even born. Here, I'll show you a video. That's all I got to do to get Matt to respond. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Big League Bourbon says at least someone didn't blatantly copy your name. Is there another Big League Bourbon out there? Or is it like is it Major League Bourbon? What's up, Chris? Nice to see you. Is it Major League Bourbon out there? That would suck. That's good. Oh, Radar's from MASH? So I'm like teetering on that age, but that's probably like a few years before. If I was born in I was born in 84. If I was born in 81 or 80, I'd probably be more of a MASH guy. 5 is way different. Whoa. Oh, Fidian, a member for 50 months. Holy crap. Thank you for being a member. I remember you were first. I'm behind, 10 minutes in the feed, but damn it. Well, I'll turn it back on. I don't care. I'll turn it back on. There, it's back on. There. See that? All everyone has to do is ask. Someone says shut it off, I shut it off. Someone says turn it on, I turn it on. It's a really hard thing, just pleasing everyone. 5 is, limey? It smells like lime. Number 5 honestly smells like a drain cleaner that I would drink. Maybe it's a kidney cleanser while it's at it. You graduated high school before you were born? Damn. Huh. Peculiar. The most I can say is like a lemon lime chemical. Kind of dig it though. Down the hatch. Huh. It's playing some funny games. Lemon lime chemical on nose. It's kind of like a cherry E85 on the palate. It kind of tastes like when you fill up your tank with E85 and it's like kind of smells a little bit like corn when it's burning. It's like a Sprite remix version of E85, or like E85 Code Red. One more taste. Yeah. It's a pretty good explanation. All right, we have 2 left. And maybe last week when I did if I redid the same blind, then it would tell me the truth. But then again, I would be expecting to like them. This, however, I am a bit... It'd be interesting to see what I think about the 2020 Bomb Burgers tonight, to see if I like it as much as I liked it last week, because last week I loved it. And that just goes to show, day by day, palate changes. You like things that you maybe, I don't know, tonight I had friggin' steak with a baked potato and a little asparagus. A little asparagus I had. So what you eat also affects some stuff. We'll see what happens. Sweet Cindy, born in 1982. Oh, it's not a bad year. Joe Sample Guy, talking to Kobe. Friggin' Kobe. I was going to say the lav mic gives junkies vibes, but I don't. Listen, I can bust out the wired lav mic. I can bust that back out, and it'll sound like 30% worse. But the battery won't die. That's a plus. I'm an original, okay? I'm an original. I tried to be. Turns out we're all alike. We're all the same. All right, glass 6. Glass 6 smells delicious. Glass 6 smells... Wait a minute. Hold on. I need to regather myself. Sometimes when something smells different, you think it smells good right away. I need to remember that. This smells different. Let me start with different. And then we'll work ourselves back into seeing if it smells fantastic. It smells pretty good. However, okay. Yeah, pump the brakes, Porter. Cherry at first, like a real like a cherry vanilla, strong cherry, strong vanilla, but like not a vanilla extract, but like the vanilla flavor, if that makes sense. Like if you were to get a vanilla frosty or something, it's like not the actual vanilla extract, but the fake vanilla. Yeah. Yep. A little marshmallowy. Interesting though. One of these is Maker's Mark as well, which traditionally don't love. Have I found out which one it is yet? No. Could this be it? Possibly. But, you know, we'll find out as we go, I guess. Interesting. I like that. Out of this bunch, I like that. If that's the Maker's Mark, which it might be. Maybe I'm coming around to this Maker's Mark weeded product. Maybe FAEO1 was really good, or maybe that's not what that is at all. But that's full-bodied, or whatever, full-bodied, creamy. It has a great viscosity to it. Like the mouthfeel is really, it kind of coats everything. It hits you more like a cream than like a, hits you more like, listen, I always say that Maker's Mark reminds me of a dairy product, but this is not what I mean by that. This hits you more like a cream than it does like a water or like a soda. Like it feels on the palate more like a creaminess instead of like, what would you call the other thing if it's not creamy? Just liquidy? I don't know. Full bodied, creamy. Cherry, vanilla frosty. Yum. Interesting. This is going to get interesting towards the end. We have one left, number 7, and 7 could be anything. We don't even know. We have no idea. Poor Decisions pairing says 1970. 1970 was a great year. In 1970, I can tell you exactly some fantastic things that happened in 1970. Tell me some cool shit that happened in 1970.
So anyway, cool shit in 1970? Oh, fuck yeah. Let me hit you with the good stuff. The Beatles finally said fuck it and broke up.
Beatles broke up in 1970. That was the year that, oh man, Poor Decision pairing came into the world, but the Beatles, they gave up on themselves. John Fogerty and the Beatles. Matt, I'm a Proud BK Gold member. Can you give me your take on 126 Lights Out? Thanks. Love your content. I have not, honestly, I've never tried 126. Bunch sent me the bottles, and I got them pretty early in February, 124, 125. So those two I've tried and I really enjoy. I haven't tried 126 yet. I mean, I'd imagine it's. I wish I had it. If I had it, I'd spill the tea. I'd give you my take, but I didn't even know 126 was a thing until I read the email. So that's 126 must have been something that they decided to drop this month later than within the past few weeks anyway. But thank you for being a Barrel King Gold member, Heel. Hells yeah, friggin' love that. Oh, I wish everyone was a gold. I wish everybody. I need to do a huge giveaway where I just send Barrel King samples to the world because I have so many Barrel King bottles that I'll never be able to drink through them. I just need to send samples to everyone, just so that everyone can try the stuff. So that you know what I'm raving about, because I know that it's like sometimes people think that I am just, playing for the home team. But if I didn't like it, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't say that I did. That's important to me. So I think we're doing great things, and I wish that everyone got to try it. They're going tomorrow. I'll comment the video. Oh, you go to Barrel King tomorrow? Oh my gosh, Desiree Bailey, I wish I was there tomorrow. I'm not going to be there tomorrow unless something crazy happens. But unless it's a kidney stone, I don't think that anything can happen that quickly. But I wish I was there. Have fun there tomorrow. Tell everybody to say hi. Give hugs to everyone. Tell Bunch, hey, Desiree, tell Bunch. Whisper in his ear, say, Matt Porter says you're doing a great job. Say, hey, I want you to know you're doing a great job. And that's what I'm telling you that because Matt Porter said it. And then look him in the eye and go, he means that. He means it. And then don't break eye contact until he does. He'll do it right away, though. He'll do it right away. But if he doesn't, just keep it. And you can do it all day. You can stare all day long. You don't ever have to blink. Blinking, it's in the mind. Do that for me, please. 2 years gold April, my favorite shelf. 2 years? Holy shit, that's awesome. Had to join for Cherry Chocolate Stag and Batch 181. Damn. You tell him? Good. Nice. Got to whisper in his ear, though. 81. Fudge, yes. Oh, yeah, we're getting into it. What do I got left? Only 7? Is that it? Is this 7? 7 is the final boss here. Yeah, just 7 left. I don't know how this is going to play out. Seemingly, I loved last week's blind way more. I was way more enthusiastic about it. I was way more pumped up. My energy levels were through the roof because the blind brought my energy levels through the roof. This is Maker's Mark. Yeah, okay. Wow. Way to end on a bummer. Oh, man. I don't even have to taste that. That's a special release from Maker's Mark right there. It smells like socks and like buttermilk. Yeah, socks and buttermilk. Okay, palate. No, this no. Oh, I thought that this was going to end surprisingly well. That is harsh, not great. The Maker's Mark cask strength from this year, up there. Can't see it because there's a live thing, so you know that I'm live. But the cask strength, 7-year, 2-month cask strength, beats the ever-loving shit out of that FAEO one, if that's what Glass 7 is. If that's not what it is, then the cask strength maker still beats the shit out of it, no matter what it is. But nope. Ugh. All right, which ones do we have to retry? I need to pick a winner here, so I'm going to retry a few. We'll go back in time. Huey Lewis in the News, everybody. Go back to number 4. Oh, number 4 here. Socks and buttermilk. It's so. That profile is just not for me. Until it is. It's like maybe things are changing. Maybe they altered something, which would be great. Or maybe they just have to age in new Chote Oak for a little bit longer. Got your 18-month gift this week. Awesome. The Barrel King treats their gold members really well. And I'm so proud to be a part of their team. Like, that's when I see people get stuff for being like their ambassador stuff or like their anniversary gifts and stuff, I'm like, yeah, them's my people. That's my people. I need to take a page out of their book and just start sending stuff that is owed to people for sure, because that needs to happen 100%. But also stuff that people just don't expect. What if I started sending things to people they didn't expect it? That'd be great. That'd be so much fun. Friggin' Sci-Fi Horizons 2867 opens up a box and it's like a human arm. It's from me. What did I ever do to deserve this? Nothing. But you are in big trouble, mister. You're in such big trouble. And you sent it to yourself because it came from your address. So weird. I drove to your zip code and shipped it from your address just to make it look legit. And before I shipped it, I blacked out all of the security cameras with spray paint. I rented a ladder. So they'll never know it was me. Until they see this live stream. In which case, When they do, they'll say that was a dumb mistake on his part to tell him what happened. Should have kept it to himself. Now we know where the arm came from. But you wouldn't have expected it. Super cool gift from me. Out of the blue. Out of the blue. Number 4. Number 4 and number 6. Oh, I wonder. Are these might be the same deal. Huh. What did I say about 4? That's the biggest flavor? What in the world is happening? Incredible. Hey, Artfully Bourbon's here. What's going on, Artfully Bourbon? Dragon high five. Psh. Nice to see you here. Two, 4, 6 is what you thought. Well, I did put one of them above 2, maybe surprisingly. All right. Wow. All right. That's interesting. So my initial scores for between 2 of my favorites hold up. I didn't like. I honestly didn't read my scores before I retaste. Well, I did, obviously, because I had to compare them. But I didn't like think of which one I liked more until afterwards, and then I was like, oh, I like that one a tiny bit more. And then turns out it was a tiny bit actually in the previous scoring as well. Why do they all taste weird? They all have this minerally. I think that I screwed myself. I'm a crazy person. I'm a crazy guy. So when I know that there's a Tennessee whiskey in a flight, all of a sudden my brain goes to like, oh, minerals, vitamins. And then I taste it on everything, which probably doesn't exist on everything, obviously. I'm going to try 5 again. 5 again. Were you part of the Barrel King pick? Were you part of the Barrel King pick? Don't with 8 owners. No, I was not. If it was a pick, that means that the group picked it themselves. Did it taste like bananas, or was it just like really, really good? I wasn't a part of that though. But I would imagine that. So anything that we do with Barrel King, and this is something that I've talked with Jared about so many times. Like the stuff that we put out in batches, we're really proud of. Like every batch thing, the batch products every month, we're really, really proud of. We never, and I mean, I know I feel this way and Jared feels this way, just even if like for a split second, we always remind each other. Like I never want to see, and he never wants to see, a single barrel picked by a group that they really, really love that is off profile or different or something that the majority of people will absolutely hate. Like, because what if that's your first experience with Barrel King? You get a group pick and it's like, hey, try this. And then they try it and they're like, oh, what the hell's that? What the hell? Oh my God, it's bad. Then it's like you associate Barrel King with that, where never ever would I ever want that to, like, if it's a group pick or a group blend, for it to leave Barrel King, it has to be really good. Because our names are attached to that, especially Jared and Rachel. Like Jared's name is like, that's his baby, right? And I never want to taste like a single barrel or anything that comes out of there that I dislike either. So I know that anything that comes out of Barrel King is going to be high quality. So without even trying 126, for them to release it, I'm sure it's good, but I don't have any thoughts on it yet. GTS 2025? Yeah, I tried it. It was really good. That's the 140 proof one. It tastes like I mean, a lot of the barrel strength Buffalo Trace stuff just kind of tastes like it. There are slight variances in it. Long story short, 2025 GTS is really good. I wouldn't pay like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for it, but at retail, it's a great, fantastic pour for sure. The Maker's Cask 7.5 and 7.3 are great too. I'm gonna buy them. That's the first thing ever from Maker's Mark that I say, if I find it, I'm gonna buy it. When I find another 7 or 2 month cask strength, I'm gonna buy that. I love that bottle. Like, it's really good. It's off. I mean, it doesn't taste like sour Maker's Mark stuff. It tastes like legit, like aged, sweet oaky bourbon. Like, I don't even know if it tastes like a wheater. Actually, it just tastes good. And for the price, it's great. Freaking great. All right, this is number 5. Okay. Oh, yeah. Two. That's really good. All right, I have an order. And here's my order. Let's find out what these babies are. Thanks for the insight. I'm excited to try the whiskey, aka Thanks for the insight. I'm excited to try the pick whiskey, aka yeah. Why did you say Canyon? Isn't it Canaan? Canaan's name screws with me so much that my brain can't wrap myself around it. So when you say Canyon, it really messes with me. Deal with Shaver Cooter. Oh man, the Shaver Cooter thing, it got me for a bit. The Canyon is what I wrap my head around, and then I completely ignored the Shaver Cooter thing. Sheesh. All right, let's do this. All right, yeah. Sorry, that's fine. That's fine. Are you talking about the king cake one? That's real good. All right, last place was number 7. It is FAE01. That's what I thought. I just said nope, and I gave it a random low score. And 6. So the FAE01, the Maker's Mark stuff, like those things, the license plate bottles, yuck. They just taste so dairy, friggin', just no. I don't know why that bottle's so low. That's crazy. Anyway, in 6th place was number 5. And number 5, I gave a higher score to at first, but when I went back and retasted it, I was like, no, that's just not it, dog. Lemon lime chemical on the nose. I said kind of smelled like a drain cleaner that I wanted to drink. E85 Code Red on the palate. After retasting it, it was more chemically than I even remembered. And number 5 is in 6th place. And that is Old Carter Batch 6. That is the Tennessee Whiskey Old Carter. Funny story about this. When we first tried this, the first time I tried this was at Dan and Julie's house, Dan and Julie like, and it was so orange tasting. It tasted like an old fashioned. So the night or the morning after, well, not the morning, I'd say afternoon, the noonish to afternoon hours after we tried this bottle the first time, Dan put just ice in a glass and poured this over ice and then brought it to Julie outside, who was sitting by the pool, and he's like, hey, I made you a cocktail. And she tried it. She's like, this is really good. What did you make? And he's like, it's just Old Carter Batch 6. But it sort of tastes like an old fashioned when you have it by itself. All right, in fifth place is, where to go? Is number 3. Is that right? Number 3. Road construction, tar and asphalt dust, tar, comma, and asphalt dust. Sort of woody on the nose, sticky and then dry. 7.8. Number 3 is Bomberger's 2022. 2022 is some road construction Bombergers. So when I tasted glass 1, I gave glass 1 a 7.9. This received a score of where did it go? Crap. Oh, 7.8. 7.8. So coming up next is glass number 1 with a 7.9. 7.9 is glass number 1. That's number 4? Is that right? 4. Oh shit. I did give something the same score. Interesting. There has to be a showdown between a couple of these. That's my bad. 4th. All right, so in 4th place was number 1. The 1 was the first one I tried. I said, progressing cherry pie on the nose, creamy orange icing on palate, slightly bright, dew-like. And it is a sample from Jason Kobe, the main man, the Matt Madness music extraordinaire. It's Bombergers from 2023 is my 4th place. 3rd place, I give that a 7.9. In 3rd place was, by the way, I talk about this every time I do these, but these scores I'm giving tonight, like the first score of the night, the blind sample I tried is like based off of my normal scoring system. These ones are not. This blind flight is based off of, I tried one, I kind of like it, like this much. I assign it a random score, and then I base other pours off of that random score that I gave it. So don't take the scores I'm giving for the blind flight and apply them to my normal rating scale, because that's not what I'm doing. Anyway, in 3rd place was number 4. Number 4. Which means in 2nd place and 1st place, I gave an 8.6 to number 6 and number 2, which I thought I fixed that, but I must not have. Anyway, number 4 is 3rd place. Shit, son, that's Bombergers 2020. That was my favorite pour of the week last week. And I said, biggest flavor, builds on itself, lots of toffee on the palate, sweeter on the nose. And I decreased the score the second time I tried it, which makes me wonder if I should have just left the score the same. I don't know. We'll find out. That means that there are what? The barrel remains and the Bombergers 2021, I think? I don't know. Number 2 and number 6. 2. That's not 2. What the heck? That's 6. 6 and 2. My goodness. Let's do. Huh. It's weird. A lot of these taste so similar to the other ones. Probably because 4 of them are bomb burgers. Six is the bigger palette. 6 is funny. I'm gonna give 6 the win. Just because the way that the palette progresses and the way that it's a little bit more complex. However, I also think that 6 might have some Tennessee whiskey in it. That might be the barrel. I'm not sure if this barrel has Tennessee whiskey in it or not. I'm going to say number 2 is in second place and number 6 is the winner. Number 2 is Bomb Burgers 2021, which means the winner. Number 6 is the barrel batch 21 from the year 2020, and it has in it distilled in what the hell? Tennessee, Indiana, and Kentucky. So it's minimum of 10 years old, distilled in Tennessee, Indiana, and Kentucky. Weird because the way that I loved the Bomb Burgers 2020 last week makes me think that I was crazy last week. Or maybe I'm crazy this week, because this week, none of these stood out and blew my mind. Some of them were really good, but like none of them were like, oh damn, I need to really do more of this, which is weird. It's just me being honest. This week, they underwhelmed. Or maybe they just whelmed. But last week, they overwhelmed. Maybe last week I was just in the mood. And sometimes you're in the mood and you find yourself in the mood. Sometimes you don't. And if you're a wife out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Probably the asparagus. It could have been the asparagus, but I would like to think I didn't eat much asparagus, if you think about it. Not much asparagus was had. A little bit, just to get my pee to smell different. You're crazy every week, but that's why we love you. Thank you, sweet Cindy. I try to be less crazy. I try to really make myself, I don't know if I'm relatable or not. But no matter what I am, I'm honest. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, holy shit, friggin' Bomb Burgers 2020 killed it last week. And this week, it's absolutely incredible that a couple things beat it. Blind flights are blind flights. If I score something and review it, if I do a legitimate review of something and I score it and I think it's amazing, and then I come back later by myself and I taste it and I disagree with myself, I will fix it. So I would say definitely trust my reviews, but when you put stuff in a blind flight, shit happens. You taste things after weird meals on Friday nights and in different orders that mess things up. So it's just a blind flight can be different every night. So I'm interested. It's actually funny to think maybe next week I'll try Bomb Burgers 2020 again, and I'll be like, shit, I was friggin' wrong last week. Last week I was an idiot, and the first week I was right, and this is amazing, and I love it. But this week Everything was pretty much down the middle and tame, but nothing really stood out. I wish this were last week. I wish I could love as much as I did last week. It's just the way it is. SLB never eats asparagus before tastings. I know. Son of a bitch. Vivian, love your honesty. I'll thank you. What am I going to do? Just lie. If I'm going to lie about anything, it'll be, listen, if I'm going to lie about anything, and by the way, before I say this, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. And I love you all so much. Next week, what will we do for a live stream? I'm not sure. But it'll be fun. Also, planning some Matt Madness. We're getting ready. We're getting back into the Matt Madness season. Does Dan Shook have his belt yet from last year now? Will he get it before we start Matt Madness 2026? I hope so. Really it boils down to this receipt for the CT scan on my body. Ugh, not going to be great. Not going to be great. Maybe I'll send Shook a bill instead of a belt. I won't. But Matt Madness is coming up. Lots more reviews coming. I've got an entire laundry list of videos to shoot. So be prepared for that. And I love you very much. And I'll see you next Friday. But if I were to lie about anything, I think I would lie about one thing in particular. And that thing I would lie about would be probably and most definitely 100% my ability